Alright, welcome back. We've got a 2-on-2 Extreme Rules match against Bulk and Chris Majors, the UCW World Class Tag Team Champions, and Wilson Osborne and Niles Kaplan. We've got Rebecca Snyder facing Ellie Clark for her UCW Women's Television Championship. We've got Alex Hart and Tony Diano in a tables match. We've got Azriel taking on Lone Star and Hayden Hardaway for the UCW European Championship. We've got Carly Albright and Zell Lawson in a no-holds-barred match. And then we've got a triple threat elimination match between PJ Thunder, Jonathan Cross, and Ricky Schwartz, the UCW World Champion. Let's get started with this tag team action. There we go. We've got High Energy making their way to the ring first. The UCW World Tag Team Champions. We've got the Young Lions, one of the best tag teams out of Liverpool, England. Looking to prove that if they can beat the champions, they should earn a title championship or a title opportunity against said champions. A huge drop kick from Chris Majors to start it off. The Young Lions now able to reverse the action in their favor. Big roll-up pin from Wilson Osborne. Niles Kaplan with a big suplex onto Bulk. Chris Majors going for the cover. Off the top rope, Wilson Osborne takes that springboard, but Bulk able to put Niles Kaplan down on his head. Chris Majors able to reverse Wilson Osborne. Big punch to the face of Chris Majors. Bulk protecting his friend. Niles Kaplan, he's got him up, throwing Chris Majors down. A big suplex to Bulk. Bulk able to reverse. Bulk taking the action to Niles Kaplan. Throwing him against the ropes. Slams him down. He's going for the cover. Able to kick out at the 1 count. Big slap across the chest. Throws him against the ropes. Outside. Chris Majors feeling the energy now. He goes on out. Looking to pursue. Went for a lariat but missed. Niles Kaplan making his way back in. Wilson Osborne getting thrown in by Bulk. Off the top rope. The dive onto Bulk. Kaplan misses the rolling elbow. Chris Majors going outside looking for a ladder. Draping it across the announce table and the ring. Bulk getting attacked by Wilson Osborne. Chris Majors able to take out Niles Kaplan. Both men now focusing Bulk. Osborne's got him on that ladder. Bulk able to fight out against Niles Kaplan. Osborne now taking Bulk, throwing him into the ladder. The punch to Bulk. Able to reverse. Now taking Osborne, throwing him in. Getting him propped up on the ladder. Throwing him on, dropping his face onto it, busting him open. Wilson Osborne's now bleeding. Chris Majors over the top rope. The springboard punch. Stomping the arm. He throws him again into that ring post. Wilson Osborne focusing the leg. Bulk throwing Niles Kaplan into the stairs. Going up into the top rope. The dive, the huge elbow on the Niles Kaplan on the outside. Bulk getting thrown into the announce table. The big punch to him. Looks like Bulk might be coming over to help Chris Majors. He does. Wilson Osborne facing 2 minute once now. Bulk has him on that ladder. He gets him up onto it. Bouncing his face off of it one more time. Niles Kaplan makes his way into the ring. Bulk going underneath the missed springboard moonsault. The kendo stick across the face of Wilson Osborne. Bulk going underneath the ladder. Chris Majors with a big axe handle off the top rope. The DDT on the outside from Bulk. Chris Majors stomping his opponent into the mat on the outside. Osborne able to fight back. Chris Majors with a series of German suplexes, it looks like. It's not looking good for Niles Kaplan. Bulk goes into the ring. He's got Wilson Osborne. The rolling knee. He's looking to go off the top rope. Misses the splash. Chris Majors putting in work against Niles Kaplan on that outside. What's Bulk doing? The DDT in the corner. He's going for the cover. Niles Kaplan is in no position to come help him. The 2 count. Chris Majors with the trash can. A big kick. Wilson Osborne able to fight back. The huge knee. Bulk with a reversal. Wilson Osborne with one of his own. Bulk is stunned. Chris Majors now on his stomach in the middle of the ring. Niles Kaplan made his way to his feet. He's got Bulk in the corner. What's going to happen here? The Young Lions have taken control now. Chris Majors with a reversal. Throwing Wilson Osborne into the corner. Kaplan throws him out, missing the ladder barely. Now stomping the midsection of Bulk. Putting the pressure down on his neck. Going underneath the ladder, Chris Majors coming back in. Well, Niles Kaplan looking to meet him on the outside. Chris Majors goes underneath the ring. He's got a chair. The forearm. Wilson Osborne, he's got Bulk up on the top rope. What's this? Bulk doesn't know where he's at right now. That could be the end. Going out to the outside, Wilson Osborne. He's got a table. Niles Kaplan throws Chris Majors into the ring post. A huge running knee from Wilson Osborne. Bulk able to reverse. Bulk looking to set up the table now. Chris Majors fighting back against Niles Osborne. Niles Osborne's got Bulk against the ladder on top of it now. Bulk's got Wilson Osborne. He's going off that middle rope. The big DDT. Once again, this could be the end. Niles Kaplan coming back in, trying to break up the pin. He does. That could have been the end if his partner did not help him. The kick to Niles Kaplan. Bulk's got him up now. Chris Majors fired up. Bulk has the chair. Chris Majors throws Wilson Osborne into the corner. Niles Kaplan makes his way to his feet just in time to drop kick Bulk. Wilson Osborne. Chris Majors has him up. It's a big knee to the shoulder. He's going for the cover. Niles Kaplan barely able to break up the pin. Chris Majors. Bulk. What's he going to do? The kick to the midsection. He rolls over. Niles Kaplan able to reverse. Chris Majors has him by the back of the head. He dropped the knees. No men left in the ring. Chris Majors pursuing Wilson Osborne. Wilson Osborne hits Bulk with the hammer. The German suplexes from Chris Majors. Niles Kaplan put Bulk down. Throwing him into the ring. Chris Majors has got Niles Kaplan in the middle of the ring. He's going underneath the ring. He's going for a ladder. Sliding the ladder in. Niles Kaplan making his way back in. Chris Majors throwing the table at Niles Kaplan. Bulk getting rolled in by Wilson Osborne. The stomps to the midsection from Chris Majors. Wilson Osborne going for the table. Chris Majors going for something big against Niles Kaplan. He's got him up. A huge F5. Niles Kaplan is not moving. He kicks out. Chris Majors does not know how that happened. Bulk with a hammer. Over the top rope. Chris Majors misses. Bulk with a hammer shot to the midsection. That lays out Wilson Osborne. What's he looking to do? Throws his opponent into the corner. The elbow from Wilson. Able to break it up. Chris Majors. He's got him up onto his shoulders. Rolling elbow to the back. Niles Kaplan going for the cover. The kick. Chris Majors looks in control. Hammer shot to the midsection. Another one to Niles Kaplan. He's letting loose. Feeling the energy of the crowd. Chris Majors. Big elbow. He's going for the cover. Wilson Osborne may not make it in time. He does. Off the top. Chris Majors calling his opponent to stand. The big spear. He takes out Wilson Osborne as well. Going for the German suplexes. Wilson Osborne not in a good position. Niles Kaplan looking to save his friend. Big chop to Chris Majors. Chris Majors pulling Wilson Osborne into the middle of the ring. Bulk just dropped Niles Kaplan on his head on top of that ladder. Chris Majors helping Wilson Osborne stand. Able to reverse Wilson Osborne. Out onto the ladder. He's got Bulk. A big cutter from Wilson Osborne. Bulk might not make it out of this. He doesn't. The Young Lions win. That was insane. Was indeed not what I was expecting at all. Our new #1 contenders for the UCW World Class Championships. The Young Lions. Next up, we've got Rebecca Snyder and Ellie Clark for the UCW Women's Television Championship. Making their way to the ring first in this Extreme Rules match, we've got none other than Rebecca Snyder. And making their way to the ring, the UCW Women's Television Champion, Ellie Clark, everyone. This is a one-on-one Extreme Rules match. Ellie Clark, the UCW Women's Television Champion. And Rebecca Snyder, the challenger, looking to take that belt home with her. Let's get this match going. Ellie taking out Rebecca Snyder almost instantly. Targeting the leg with a big elbow to the knee. What's this? Ellie Clark with a claw to the head. Really focusing on her opponent's face. Off the top rope, Ellie Clark with a big splash. Going outside, looking for the hammer. Off the top rope, Ellie Clark with a big splash. Okay, so you can hear me. Sweet. Ellie Clark with a hammer, going to the midsection. Throwing Rebecca against the ropes. dropping her on her face. Ellie Clark looking unstoppable so far. She's got Rebecca up. Big, big splash onto her back. Off the top, big drop kick. She's got the hammer in her hands. Rebecca Snyder is not moving very well on the outside right now. She gets her up. She's got her by the hair, dropping her on her knee. Running around the outside. The slap to the face. Rebecca Snyder with a reversal. Punch to the face. Ellie Clark into the barricade. Up to the top rope. Rebecca Snyder, what's she looking to do? Down on to Ellie Clark. Ellie Clark slides back in. Bouncing the table off her face. Propping it up over her. Snyder asking Ellie to get back up. Through the middle rope. Rebecca Snyder with a huge missed suicide dive. The slap across the chest. Ellie Clark, what's she looking to do? Getting her opponent back into the ring. Bouncing her head off the apron first. Throwing her around outside. Ellie Clark running around. What's this? Huge sliding kick from Ellie Clark, running around the ring to deliver it. Throwing Rebecca back in. Going back underneath the ring. She's got a kendo stick. Big kick from Rebecca Snyder. She's got the arm trapped, going for the cover. Ellie Clark able to kick out. Big kick to the midsection. Ellie Clark flips her over. She's got a cover. Snyder able to kick out. Slap across the chest. Punch to the midsection. Rebecca Snyder flipping Ellie Clark over. Huge elbow to Ellie Clark. Ellie Clark able to kick out at a 2 count. Big drop kick from Rebecca Snyder. Ellie Clark making her way to her feet. She reverses Rebecca Snyder. Huge kick from Ellie Clark. She's got the hammer. Dropping it down on the midsection. Rebecca Snyder is dazed. Ellie Clark looking for something big. What's it gonna be? She goes for the guillotine. Rebecca Snyder might tap. She does. Ellie Clark retains the UCW Women's Television Championship. In an absolute dominant performance, in my opinion. Can't get no loves from the refs, though. Alex Hart and Tony Diano in a one-on-one table match. Alex Hart making his way to the ring. UCW debut. Taking on one of the best in the business, Tony Diano. Backstage, he said he wasn't worried about Alex Hart. Tony Diano has competed in multiple USC Dark competitions and was a part of the UCW World Class debut, fighting for a championship. He feels he is better than Alex Hart. Alex Hart, Tony Diano, one-on-one tables action. Immediately off the top rope, Alex Hart. A big cutter to Tony Diano. Stepping on his chest. Big punches to the face now. He goes for the elbow drop. Stomping on the arm of Tony Deano. Now on the hand, then stepping on the elbow. If he's not careful, he could severely injure his opponent. Punch in the face, big cross slap. Then the elbow to send the combo home. Once again, targeting the leg of Tony Deano. Alex Hart looking unstoppable early in this match. He's going up to the top rope. Big elbow. Alex Hart looking unstoppable early on. Drop kick to Tony Deano. It's not over. Another to the face of Tony Deano. He's able to get a reversal. Big series of strikes, a huge knee. Throwing him into the ropes. Big punch from Tony. Off the middle rope. Stomping on the side of Alex Hart. Now stomping the face. Now wrenching the arm back. Those rings are not certified in UCW World Class. He should not be wearing those in the ring. Going outside, looking for the table. That is how you win this match. Put your opponent successfully through one. Both men outside. Alex Hart grabbing a table of his own. Tony Deano meeting him on the outside. Alex Hart bouncing the table off the face of Tony Deano, then throwing it on top of him. A huge kick from Alex Hart sends Tony Deano onto his back, but the reversal gets him back up. Alex Hart with another kick. He's looking for something big on the outside. A big punch. Alex Hart laying Tony Deano out. Now he just needs to put his opponent through a table. Tony Deano is now bleeding. Looks like from the left side of his face, right beside the eye. Once again, focusing the leg, Alex Hart. A big knee, and then an elbow. Tony Deano flips Alex Hart over onto that table. Stomping the elbow. He's making his way back in. No, he goes underneath the ring. Getting another table out. Sliding that one into the ring. Tony Deano up to the top. Alex Hart makes his way back in. He's got Tony in a headlock. Throws him against the ropes. Up over with the leapfrog. Huge sling blade lariat. He might be going to set up a table now. No, just throwing it over Tony Deano. Bouncing the table off the face of Tony. He's setting it up. Alex Hart getting his opponent to stand. A big chop across the chest. Two more. And then an elbow to the face. He throws Tony into that table. This could be the end. He's got Tony like he's going to suplex him. He gets it. Alex Hart takes the W against Tony Deano. Alex Hart, first ever UCW win in our third to last match of the evening. We've got Azriel versus Lone Star Jr. versus Hayden Hardaway. The UCW European Championship is on the line in this triple threat elimination match. Hayden Hardaway took it away in an impressive victory last week. Lone Star Jr. looking for a chance to reclaim what he thinks should be his. Azriel making his UCW debut. Making their way to the ring first. We've got Azriel. First ever luchador to make their way to UCW World Class. And our final contestant, the UCW European Champion, Hayden Hardaway. The UCW European Championship is on the line, ladies and gentlemen. Threat elimination match. So you have to be the last man standing to win. Pinfalls and submissions are allowed. Hayden Hardaway towering over everybody else in the ring. Lone Star Jr., not his first time against this man, though. He knows that if you don't take the fight to him early, he will overpower. He's got Azrael by the jaw. Over the ropes. Azrael able to reverse, catches him by the head. Big kick to the head from Hayden. Hayden picks Azrael up. Big knee as a reversal. Off the middle rope, Lone Star with a forearm to Azrael. Throwing Lone Star over the top rope. Hayden not showing any signs of vulnerability against Azrael. Big kick from Hayden. Lone Star setting up a table outside. Hayden once again eating a massive chop from Azrael and not feeling it. Headbutts from Hayden. Putting Azrael down on his back. Lone Star taking the fight to Hayden. Another chop, another no reaction. Absolutely no selling everything that this man has for him. Lone Star off the middle rope, looking for a punch. Hayden moved. It did not connect. He's got Azrael up. A big punch from Lone Star. Knee to the face. Lone Star has Hayden in a headlock. Flips him over the shoulder. Forearms from Hayden. Azrael has a trash can, throwing it into the ring. Hayden focusing the legs of Lone Star. He can't do his springboards and his dives if he cannot use his legs. Azrael flipping Hayden over his shoulder. Lone Star getting that table from earlier. Sliding into the ring now. Hayden's got Lone Star. They're working together. Azrael takes a big DDT. Lone Star immediately turning on Hayden, throwing him into the corner with a big forearm and then an elbow. Flipping him over. Lone Star going for the cover. Quickest way to become champ is take out the champ early. Azrael slides out. Lone Star focusing on Hayden still. Big kick to the face from Lone Star. Over the top. He's telling Hayden to stand up. He goes for the springboard. Barely misses the kick on Hayden. Hayden grabs him. Big forearm to the back. Azrael goes for his own. Hayden didn't feel it. He throws Lone Star into the table. Azrael picking up the much larger Hayden and dropping his face into the turnbuckle, busting Hayden open. Big kicks to the gut of Hayden. Lone Star pulling out a ladder. Azrael's going for the cover on Hayden. Not even a 2 count. Lone Star picking up where he left off, stomping on the midsection of Hayden now. Big trash can shot from Azrael. Stunner from Lone Star. Well, shit. Lone Star punches Azrael. Slims him around, goes for the lariat. Hayden's focused on Lone Star, throws him back into that table. Lone Star with a kick. He's got Hayden up. Scoop slam. Azrael's feeling the energy. Lone Star's getting Hayden to stand. Huge spear from Lone Star to Hayden. Hayden kicks out at a 2 count. Azrael looking to take out Lone Star while Hayden's on his back. He's going to suplex him through that table. He's going for another. Hayden breaks up the three amigos from Azrael. Lone Star with an elbow. Big knee. He's going for the cover on Hayden. Hayden able to kick out. Azrael brings in another table. Throws Lone Star into the corner. A huge knee from him. Then a running bulldog. Hayden looking to set up that table. He's taller than the table when it's standing up like that. That was crazy. Lone Star goes for it. Azrael's going for the three amigos once again. He hits it on Hayden. Lone Star's got Azrael. Able to reverse. Big kick from Lone Star. Off the middle rope. He dives onto Azrael. That table is only half up now. Azrael goes for the roll-up. Lone Star able to kick out. The slap from Azrael to Hayden. Hayden throws him over his hip. Lone Star's got Hayden by the head. The big punch. He's mounting Hayden. Going to set that table back up. Azrael stops him. He's going for the roll-up. He's got him in a power bomb. Down onto the body of that table. Went for something big against Hayden. Didn't look like it connected the way he wanted to, but he got a big punch off. Azrael able to reverse Lone Star. Looks like he was going for the stunner there. A big knee to the face from Azrael takes out Lone Star, and a spear to Hayden takes him out. Azrael just cleared house. We will have a new UCW European champion. Azrael assured us of that, taking out Hayden first, then kneeing Lone Star in the side. Going into the corner, goading his opponent, telling him to stand up. A huge drop kick to the face from Azrael. Stomping on the midsection of Lone Star. We've seen that a few times from Lone Star. Not to him, though. Now he's wrenching back that arm. It looks really painful. Dropping the knees down on the back. Punching to the face of Lone Star. Focusing the legs. Azrael showing severe signs of dominance. Lone Star makes his way to his feet for the first time in a minute. Azrael has him up. Bounces him off the rope. He's got a kendo stick out from underneath the ring. A huge kick to the chest. Lone Star off the middle rope. The diving moonsault. He's in the corner. Goading his opponent to stand. A huge spear from Lone Star. That could have taken Azrael out. That could be the end. It's not. Azrael kicks out. Lone Star going for the table. Setting it up. Looking to put Azrael through one like Azrael put him through one earlier in this match. Throwing him up, a big knee to the midsection, kicking him in the head. Taking a second to let the crowd know why he's here. Another huge ripcord lariat from Lone Star. Kick to the face, Azrael able to reverse. The kick up from Lone Star showing energy. Able to reverse it. Lone Star with a big boot to the face of Azrael. He's going outside now, going underneath the ring. What's he looking to grab? Another trash can. Throwing into the ring, landing on top of that table. Table goes down. Azrael with a big punch to Lone Star with a big punch to Azrael. A big kick. Lone Star looks in control. A neck breaker from Lone Star. He's got the trash can. Setting up the table. Lone Star showing severe signs of dominance. He's back in the corner. A spear to Azrael once again. This might be the end. Lone Star might be our European champion. Azrael able to kick out. A kick to the gut. The stunner. Azrael back on his back. Lone Star wins. Your new UCW European champion. In an insane event, both men teamed up on the much larger Hayden Hathaway. Azrael almost had it against Lone Star. Lone Star turned it against him and was able to walk out with the championship. We've got Carly Albright versus Zell Lawson in a no-holds-barred match in our co-main event of the evening. No championships are on the line. It's a much less high-stakes match than our last. It's been an action-packed UCW world-class episode. Carly Albright makes her way down to the ring now. I believe competing for the second time in this event. Zell Lawson, the First Lady of UCW, the only person to compete on multiple shows in the entire company. Carly Albright goes for a forearm to start off the match. Instead goes for a big power bomb. Zell Lawson able to reverse, goes into the roll-up. Carly Albright kicks out before the 1 count. She's got her up on her shoulders. Zell Lawson. Carly Albright able to reverse a kick to the midsection. A big series of punches to the face. She's got her by the head. Spinning her around. She throws Zell Lawson. Going for the cover. Carly Albright. Zell Lawson with a kick to the face. Able to reverse it. Kick to the back from Carly. Working the legs of Zell Lawson. Stomp to the ankle. Another. Carly Albright feeling the energy. Zell Lawson makes her way to her feet just in time for Carly Albright to go for a drop kick off the middle rope. Zell Lawson able to reverse it. She goes for her own splash off the middle rope. She succeeds. Goes for the cover. Albright able to kick out at the 1. Zell Lawson taking the attack to her. Knowing if she gives her a second to recover, it's gonna be a problem. Albright with a huge poison rana. Going for the cover. A 2 count. Albright with punches to the face. Working the arm now. She's got Zell up to her feet with a knee to the face. Going up to the top rope. Looking for something big. Off the top, the splash onto Zell Lawson. Zell Lawson with a second wind. DDT off the top, off the middle rope. The experience of Zell Lawson is showing through. Telling her opponent to stand up. Zell Lawson going for something big. The pile driver. Going for the cover. Albright not moving. Able to kick out at the 2 count. Pulling her opponent into the middle of the ring. Zell Lawson. What's happening here? Hell in a Handbasket comes out, interrupting the match. If you all remember, last week, Zell Lawson and Hell in a Handbasket were involved in a UCW Women's Championship match where Zell Lawson is the one who took out Hell in a Handbasket. Carly Albright crawling to her opponent, going for the cover. Zell Lawson barely able to kick out at the 2 count. Zell Lawson makes her way to the feet. Carly Albright looking to take advantage of this opportunity. The stomp to the chest. Going under the ring. She's got a table. Zell Lawson and Hell in a Handbasket, longtime enemies. Carly Albright missing the kick. Zell Lawson also drop kick off the middle rope. She succeeds this time. Carly Albright gets Zell Lawson to stand back up. Carly Albright misses off the ropes. Gets Zell Lawson by the head, going for the cartwheel. Slims her around. She's got the table now. Going to set it up, it looks like. Stomping the chest of Zell Lawson once again. That's really good. She's going for something big. Carly Albright's got the head of Zell Lawson. She twists her. Going for the cover. Carly Albright could take the win. Zell Lawson still able to kick out. Carly Albright flips her opponent. Isolating the head. She's got a submission. Zell Lawson able to get out. She throws Carly into the corner. Bouncing her head off the turnbuckle. Wrapping the arm around the rope. Zell Lawson isolating the arms of Carly Albright. A big kick to the chest from Zell. What's she looking to do? Carly able to reverse. She's got her up on her shoulders. A big suplex from Carly Albright. Looking for something big. Zell Lawson not in a good position. Another roll around. Carly Albright. Zell Lawson able to kick out just barely before the 3. Throwing her into the table. Carly looking for anything to put her opponent away. Zell able to reverse. The Poison Rana from Zell. She's got the cover. Carly able to reverse the cover. Carly takes the win from Zell. Zell fought hard. An incredible showing of resiliency. But ultimately, the interaction and interference of Hell in a Handbasket and the overall effort of Carly Albright was too much. Now we've got our main event of the evening for the UCW World Championship. PJ Thunder, Jonathan Cross, and Ricky Schwartz in a triple threat elimination match. PJ Thunder makes his way down to the ring. Making his UCW World Class debut. And our UCW World Class champion. The bad man. Ricky Schwartz. UCW World Class Championship is on the line. PJ Thunder, Jonathan Cross, and Ricky Schwartz. Jonathan Cross going for a big kick on Ricky Schwartz. Ricky Schwartz able to reverse almost immediately. A big Canadian destroyer to start off the match. Going for the cover. PJ Thunder not knowing what to do, where to go. PJ Thunder with a big kick. Jonathan Cross going off the ropes. Taking out PJ Thunder. Schwartz back up to his feet, going for the kick to the back of Jonathan Cross. Off the middle rope, he misses. PJ Thunder taking the attack to Jonathan. Jonathan with a big DDT. A drop kick from Schwartz. Punch to the face of Jonathan Cross. Schwartz has him up on his shoulder, looking to drop the face into the turnbuckle. Schwartz got him up. PJ Thunder goes underneath the ring, grabs a hammer. Jonathan Cross able to reverse Ricky Schwartz. PJ Thunder with a big hammer hit into the midsection of Jonathan Cross. Going for the cover now. Jonathan Cross on PJ Thunder. Ricky Schwartz underneath the ring. He's grabbing a table. Jonathan Cross punches to the face of PJ Thunder. Ricky Schwartz targeting Jonathan. Jonathan has Ricky now by the back of the head. Ricky able to reverse it. PJ Thunder taking off where Jonathan left off, putting Ricky Schwartz down on his back. Jonathan with a hammer shot to the back of the knee of PJ Thunder. Stomping on PJ Thunder. He's got the submission. Isolating the head, going for the choke. PJ Thunder able to fight out, going for the elbows on the head. Drop kick from Ricky Schwartz. PJ Thunder goes for the cover. Ricky Schwartz with the sling blade. Jonathan Cross makes his way back into the ring. Bouncing him off the turnbuckles. Ricky Schwartz goes for the cover on Jonathan Cross. PJ Thunder makes his way back up to his feet. Big kick from PJ Thunder, and then a clothesline as well, taking out both of his opponents. He goes outside. Looking for the ladder, draping it across the announce table in the ring. Schwartz has a hammer, making his way outside. Jonathan Cross with a ladder of his own. Schwartz has him up on his shoulders, rolling him over onto the corner of that ladder. PJ Thunder has Ricky against the barricade. Ricky in control, taking PJ back into the ring, bouncing his head off the apron. Jonathan back up to his feet. He has Ricky now. He punches Ricky, misses the knee. Ricky has him by the back of the neck. Throwing Ricky into the steps. PJ Thunder. Ricky Schwartz dropping the knee. Or PJ Thunder dropping the knee on Ricky Schwartz. Now taking the attack to Jonathan Cross. With a huge stunner to Jonathan Cross on the outside on that ladder. Ricky Schwartz with a chair shot to the face of PJ Thunder. Now to a chair shot to the midsection of both men. Ricky Schwartz showing how he won the championship. He's got PJ Thunder up. Dropping him down on his head. Jonathan Cross taking out Ricky Schwartz. Ricky Schwartz back in the ring. Jonathan Cross going over the top rope. He's got a roll up on Ricky Schwartz. PJ Thunder grabbing the trash can. Jonathan Cross off the top rope with a cutter to Ricky Schwartz. PJ Thunder grabs the legs. Stomping the midsection, now stepping over. Picks him up by the head. Jonathan Cross with a hammer to both men. Ricky Schwartz with a huge knee to Jonathan Cross. Slides outside, grabbing the steel steps. PJ Thunder and Jonathan Cross on the inside. A big knee from Jonathan Cross. Ricky Schwartz with a DDT of his own. He's got the cover on PJ Thunder right now. The 3 count from PJ Thunder. Ricky Schwartz eliminates PJ Thunder. Setting up the table. Big punch to Jonathan Cross. Ricky Schwartz over his head. Jonathan Cross able to reverse the punch. Throws Ricky Schwartz into that table. He's looking for something big here. Wheelbarrow slam puts him through the table. Jonathan Cross has his opponent. Ricky Schwartz making his way to his feet. Jonathan Cross helping that along. A big kick from Jonathan Cross. Ricky Schwartz able to catch it. A reversal. A big back suplex onto the remnants of that table. Going for the cover. Jonathan Cross able to kick out. A punch to the face. Schwartz has Cross up. He's going for the Omega Driver. Jonathan Cross is able to kick out. Ricky Schwartz grabbing the trash can, throwing it onto the body of Jonathan Cross. A kick to the face to Ricky Schwartz. Jonathan Cross going for the cover. The Claymore might take him out. It doesn't. Just a 1 count. Ricky Schwartz with a kick to the face of his own, busting open Jonathan Cross. A knee drop from Jonathan Cross now. Throwing Ricky Schwartz over the top rope. Jonathan Cross going to go underneath the ring. He's got a kendo stick. Ricky Schwartz running over to him, taking him out. Ricky Schwartz stomping the face of Jonathan Cross. He's got the hammer now. Dropping the hammer down onto the back of Jonathan Cross on that ladder. Ricky Schwartz has Jonathan Cross up on his shoulders. Cross able to reverse. Schwartz reverses. Drops him back onto his head. He needs to get Jonathan Cross into the ring to win this match. Drops him back down onto his neck. Ricky Schwartz proving how he won the UCW World Class Championship to begin with. Going back into the ring. Grabbing the trash can now. Just to throw it out of his way. Back onto the other side. Running around to Jonathan. Goes for the elbow drop. Drops it on the back of his neck. Picking up the trash can once again. Cross makes his way to his feet. The suicide dive from Ricky. He misses. Ricky Schwartz. Cradle DDT. Jonathan Cross is not moving on the outside, but this match cannot end unless it happens in the ring. Another table makes its way in. Jonathan Cross, not looking good. Ricky Schwartz from the top rope with an elbow to the back of the head. Schwartz back up to his feet, grabbing the stairs. Throwing them down onto the body of Jonathan Cross. Looking to throw Cross back into the ring. Ricky Schwartz might be ready to end this. Telling Jonathan to stand back up. Over the top rope, Ricky Schwartz with the drop kick. He's going for the cover. Ricky Schwartz retains the UCW World Class Championship. In a dominant performance, eliminating both of his opponents, Ricky Schwartz, the bad man of UCW, retains, knocking the 1 and 2 down on the ladder of contenders. To sum up tonight's matches, we've had Wilson Osborne and Niles Kaplan beating Bulk and Chris Majors, the UCW World Class Tag Team Champions, in a non-championship match, becoming the #1 contenders. Ellie Clark retained her UCW Women's Television Championship against Rebecca Snyder. Alex Hart beats Tony Diano in a one-on-one tables match. Lone Star Jr. defeats Hayden Hardaway and Azrael in an Extreme Rules triple threat elimination match to become the UCW European Champion. Carly Albright defeats Zell Lawson in a no-holds-barred one-on-one match. And Ricky Schwartz retains his UCW World Class Championship against Jonathan Cross and PJ Thunder. We will not be having UCW Friday Night Fights tonight due to the power going out and all things like that. The Monday night show, not sure how the footage is going to work in that regard. Might have to just like screen record the YouTube video and then edit it that way. World Class will air on Wednesday like normal, being uploaded. And Friday Night Fights will be streamed on Friday and uploaded on Saturday. Until then, or until the next UCW Dark Show or pop-up stream, which very well could happen later tonight, I'll see y'all. Go check out TXW and Clown Prince 1981. I believe our pay-per-view should be going live in the next, 7 minutes. That's where I'll be. I'll see you there.